In the 31st century, the vast land of Egypt found itself divided into two distinct regions. These two areas, each with its own unique identity and future, held separate destinies that longed to be united and shaped into a single powerful entity. The southern part, known as Upper Egypt, was dotted with thriving cities, all nestled alongside lush, fertile lands that provided abundant resources for fishing and hunting. Lower Egypt, situated in the northern region, proudly featured vast and fertile farmlands, generously nourished by the Nile River's seemingly endless gift of life and sustenance. Although the landscapes of Upper and Lower Egypt differed significantly, with Lower Egypt's expansive fields contrasting with Upper Egypt's more rugged terrain, the people of both regions shared a common language, similar religious beliefs, and a profound reverence for the Nile River. Interestingly, the Nile's flow ran from south to north, which was the opposite of what one might expect geographically. And this unusual direction of flow was the reason why the southern part of the country was known as Upper Egypt. Despite its southern location, the river divided into 6 distinct sections known as cataracts, each teeming with both vibrant life and lurking danger. Massive hippopotamuses and stealthy crocodiles waded silently beneath the shimmering silver pike and brightly colored red-tailed catfish. Thick clusters of papyrus reeds grew along the riverbanks, concealing hidden predators while providing essential shelter for the ancient wildlife that had inhabited this area for centuries. Despite the ever-present lurking dangers, the Nile remained vibrant and alive with constant activity. People bathing in its waters, trading goods along its banks, and traveling up and down its course. Some of the boats gliding across the surface belonged to royal families, adorned and majestic, while others carried merchants transporting goods and hopes for a better future. The Nile was a source of life and sustenance, yet it could also be unforgiving, sometimes taking life just as easily as it gave it. It was a place of striking contrast, where beauty and pain coexisted alongside bustling commerce and relentless survival. Every year, without fail, the Nile River would rise and flood its banks, generously replenishing the land with a layer of rich, dark, fertile soil. This natural blessing allowed farmers to cultivate essential crops, such as wheat, cotton, figs, and beans. With a surplus harvest in hand, they engaged in trade, exchanging their goods not only within Egypt, but extending their reach far beyond its borders. Due to this remarkable abundance of resources, not everyone was required to engage in farming activities. As a result, specialized trades and professions started to develop and take shape within the community. Skilled craft workers began producing various essential tools. Talented artists dedicated themselves to carving intricate designs into stone, and potters focused on creating beautiful vessels that often held religious significance. Minerals such as turquoise, carnelian, and electrum brought even greater wealth and richness to Egypt. In this flourishing and vibrant land, a young and ambitious king emerged from Upper Egypt. His name was Menes. At the young age of just 25, Menes held dominion over prominent cities such as Thinis and Nakada, yet his ambitions stretched even further as he aimed to seize control of the fertile lands in the north. He recognized the vast farmlands of Lower Egypt as absolutely vital, not only to securing the prosperity and survival of his people, but also to establishing a lasting legacy for his burgeoning kingdom. Driven by this vision, Menes launched a relentless series of brutal military campaigns, systematically overpowering and conquering rival kings and their territories, one after another. He led his army personally, embodying strength, fierceness, and an unstoppable force. His enemies trembled at the mere mention of his name, the Scorpion King. After securing his control over Upper Egypt, Menes shifted his focus to the north, his gaze firmly fixed on the rich and fertile lands of the delta. He demanded unwavering loyalty, skillfully brokered complex deals, and ruthlessly eliminated any form of resistance. Despite these efforts, the sense of unity remained fragile and precarious. Simply relying on conquest and force alone would never be enough to hold Egypt together in the long term. Menes found himself requiring something beyond mere earthly power. He turned to religion, regarded as the supreme source of unwavering loyalty and a profound sense of identity. To solidify his reign, he asserted a divine right, proclaiming that the falcon god Horus himself had chosen and anointed him as king. But Menes didn't stop there. He boldly declared himself Horus incarnate, claiming to be a living god walking the earth. Such a divine status made it impossible for anyone to openly challenge him, especially since his immense power was supported by a formidable and loyal military force. No one dared to defy a god, particularly one whose authority was reinforced by overwhelming martial strength. The white crown representing Upper Egypt, and the red crown signifying Lower Egypt. The outcome of this union was the Shent, a remarkable double crown that embodied the concept of dual power vested in a single divine ruler. This concept perfectly aligned with Egypt's deeply rooted belief in duality, where two opposing forces existed together in a state of unity and harmony. Just as the gods Set and Osiris represented contrasting elements, chaos and order, and the harsh desert balanced by the life-giving river, Egypt perceived great strength in maintaining this equilibrium. From that pivotal moment onward, Egypt came to be recognized as the two lands, symbolizing a single, unified kingdom founded on the principle of balance. To firmly establish his authority and ensure the stability of his reign, Menes married Benarib, a princess from Lower Egypt. Their offspring would be the product of both northern and southern bloodlines, binding the two lands together through family ties for all time. Despite this significant union, Menes recognized the necessity of founding a new capital city, one that would serve as a physical and symbolic center, uniting the distinct regions into a single cohesive kingdom. He selected a location that lay between Upper and Lower Egypt. Although this area was regularly inundated by the flooding of the Nile River, determined to build there, Menes took on an extraordinary challenge. He set out to redirect the very course of the Nile, gathering timber all the way from Kush and enlisting the help of countless farmers. The massive effort to alter the river's flow and make the site habitable finally commenced. Dams were carefully raised, taming the wild river's flow. Step by step, brick by brick, Egypt's new capital began to rise from the earth. This city transformed into Memphis, the vibrant beating heart of a united and thriving Egypt. Menes ruled from the majestic city of Memphis, revered as a living god who guided the two lands toward an unprecedented golden age of prosperity and harmony. His enduring legacy resonates through the corridors of eternity, remembered not merely as a powerful king, but as the visionary founder of an entire civilization. Through his reign, Menes demonstrated to the world that true unity cannot be achieved by force alone. Rather, it is forged through a shared vision, unwavering spirit, and the enduring impact of one's legacy.